Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Pharaoh Fiasco here, and as you can... Oh, and dang, they're getting a lot of mileage out of this person following you on the overworld thing. But it's cool. We got summoned by Osborne separately for some reason. It actually kind of reminds me of Persona 3. Reen, this might not be helpful, but try not to be too on edge. You've met with His Majesty several times already, right? Oh, it was Eugens who called us and not Osborne. I don't know what he wants to talk to you about, but I can't imagine it's anything too bad. I hope you're right. Hopefully he's not all...
It's luxurious.
It's a sizable lounge for palace guests.
So these are the people who are important enough to not need to hang out anywhere else. Butler with no name. Imperial Defense Force member. That guy also...
There's the back room.
Yes, let's go.
Is that? I mean, I'm not sure which one is the back room, but that room over there is further away. Is this a waiting room for VIPs? That seems to be the case, but no one is here at the moment. Either way, I shouldn't be wasting time now. Alright. And up we go. Greetings. His Majesty is waiting. Please enter.
Sir Reen Schwarzer has arrived.
Very good. See him in.
I'm half expecting Eugen to be like, okay, Osborne is crazy and we need to take that man down. Probably not going to say that, but...
I apologize for calling you here like this, Instructor Schwarzer.
It's all good, dude. What do you got for us?
No, it's an honor to have an audience with the Emperor.
Your dances with your sister and Alphen were a sight to behold. Your skills as a lead were just as impressive as the rumor suggested. I'm sure my daughter was very happy.
Well...
Yep, can't escape it from any member of that family.
I'm only joking. You've helped out Oliver numerous times. You've rescued Alphen twice. And you saved Cedric's life at the end of the Civil War. My entire family is grateful for everything you and the rest of Class 7 has done. As the Awakener of the Ashen Knight, the very same one my ancestor once piloted, you have saved many lives and averted many crises.
Reen is a pretty great guy.
So you knew the truth about Emperor Dreikels.
Oh, he did just casually drop that into conversation.
Yes, indeed. As well as the relationship between the Chancellor and yourself.
It would be weird if he didn't know that.
You know that, too?
Yes, I figured it out somewhere along the way.
Oh! So Gileath never confided that in him?
When I asked, the Chancellor didn't deny it, so I took that to mean my suspicions were correct. He and I have much in common.
Oh, I guess Reen and Olivert are pretty much... Yeah.
Both of us have lost loved ones to the foolish schemes of others.
So, okay, there was something funny about the death of his wife, obviously.
I've heard about the Chancellor, but Your Highness?
It happened long ago. Have you perhaps heard anything regarding Olivert's birth mother?
Just a bit of gossip earlier from your wife.
I may have heard a rumor once. Apparently she was a commoner, but she passed away tragically.
and the two of us enrolled at Thor's in the same year. Of course. She was a commoner, but her intelligence, grace, and bright smile were anything but common. We'd fight at times, but eventually we fell in love. Though both of us were young, we became involved with each other. So like Alan and Bridget, she ended up dropping out of school and returning to her hometown. Then, sometime later, I found she had given birth to a boy. That boy was Olivert. They got it on while they were at Thor's? You animal! I was still crown prince at the time. I wanted to make her my empress, but she refused. I was at least able to send one of the Vanders to guard her. So that's how... Okay. That's how Olivert and Mueller first met? Wow, so... Mueller's known Olivert since they were kids. My father and the lords of the four great houses had been pestering me to get married for years, but I held out hope she'd change her mind. However, when my father fell ill, a group of Jaegers seeking favor with one of the four great houses attacked her and Olivert. The eldest son of the Vander family managed to save Olivert, but she lost her life. Wow! That? I don't know, dude. That seems like the kind of thing that would introduce tension into a relationship between Olivert and Mueller. Be like, you saved me, but not my mom? My father passed on. I had lost her. I welcomed Olivert as the one ray of light left in my life and officially announced he was my son. Shortly thereafter, I married to ensure this tragedy would not repeat itself. She was the daughter of a small noble family working as a maid. Priscilla accepted my courtship, despite knowing that my heart still belonged to my first love. Olivert seemed intent on walling himself off from everyone in the palace, but Priscilla was able to get him to open up. He finally accepted me as his father, and when the twins were born, he was just as happy as the rest of us, if not more so. And so, that is the messy history of the current imperial family. And Olivert's what, 7?
I had no idea.
He's 7 or 8 years older than Alfin and Cedric?
But are you sure it's all right to tell me all this?
It's no great secret. Most of the larger noble families already know. But my point is this. Both the Chancellor and I lost loved ones. But our sons yet live.
We can write stories that have happier endings.
Certainly a unique point of commonality, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that is true.
That's true. Is that why you appointed him as Imperial Chancellor?
Doubtful.
It's true that I felt an affinity with him. However, the most important factor was his negotiation of the ceasefire with Liberl.
Yup, a demonstration of his ability.
The events of Hamel wounded my heart deeply, but I knew I could not allow them to be made public. He managed to get both the four great houses and Liberl to concede to his terms and put the 100 Days' War to an end. And so rose the first common-born Imperial Chancellor.
Okay, so he figured it out all the way back then.
Now I understand. But in the 13 years since he became Chancellor, a lot has changed. The nobles have lost power, while he's only gotten stronger. And he's using that power to steer Erebonia in a dangerous direction.
Speak out against him, Reen, to the highest power in the land.
With all due respect, I don't think it's right to sit back and let him continue.
But unfortunately, you don't know that Ugent is all aboard the Eisengraf.
I understand your concern. Olivert's as well.
And of course, Oliver would have come. Like, we saw Oliver challenge Gilead, so it's not surprising Oliver complained to his dad about what he's doing.
Olivert is more concerned for his brother and sister's futures than anyone. In that respect, he sees the Chancellor as a bigger threat than the nobles do. However, things are not so simple.
We're about to... Tell me Tell me he's not about to tell us about the Phantasmal Blaze plan. After 300 hours, are we finally going to learn?
Regarding myself and the Chancellor, tragedies like Hamel. At times, this nation will make the most tragically foolish decisions. During the War of the Lions, the brothers of the royal family spilled each other's blood and pulled the nation into their feud. The history of Erebonia is smeared with blood and alight with flames, more than any other country.
That's...
True.
He's right. Deception is an important tool in politics and war, but the thought of killing your own people as an excuse to invade another country.
Friggin' wild.
As a teacher of history, I'm sure you have your own thoughts on this matter. So tell me, do you know the people of Erebonia to have a cruel temperament?
No, dude. 97% of the Erebonians we've met have been awesome.
No. The people of Erebonia are sincere and value honor and pride. They think highly of martial skill, but know it is a virtue to use it only when absolutely necessary.
Reen would have been extremely unpopular back when the first 3 games were the only ones that were out, dude, because Erebonia was the big, bad boogie country.
The incidents you spoke of, it's almost as though a devil had been whispering in their ear.
That last one, I think, was Kevin's orphanage, right? Or the home of the Chancellor?
Precisely. There is something in Erebonia.
And it's not Zora Gruga, because we just put that thing down.
Something which bends people's minds and steers them toward chaos. Perhaps it could be called a curse. One that has been with us since the founding of this nation. If you've read the Black Records, you may have some idea what I speak of.
We've read the Black Records, but that was a while ago. And I haven't looked at any of the ones that we've deciphered.
The Black Records?
Hey, he knows about the Black Records, actually! Interesting.
It would seem the church is seeking them out, but the original writings are in the imperial family's possession.
They've just got them?
Only those who succeed the throne are permitted to read them.
So he's read all of the Black Records.
They are records of the truth of this nation's history, and a prophecy of its future.
There's a prophecy regarding Erebonia?
An inevitable future, no doubt. I'm certain any attempts to avoid it will only cause things to become further warped and twisted.
And this might loop back into what I was saying back when we fought at Crossbell, dude. I think we're talking about the same thing.
That is one of the reasons I am not putting a stop to the Chancellor's actions.
Like I said, Eugen believes in what Gilead's doing.
Sure, I don't know all the details, but both the Chancellor and His Highness understand the situation fully. Yet they're
persisting.
And so, I plan to not avert my eyes and watch to the end.
Huh?
We're not just going to watch, though.
As the ruler of Erebonia, the empire mired in darkness and founded under a curse, I shall watch my sons, the Crimson Wings, the new light of the nobility, and Class 7, both old and new, to see if any of them can overcome the iron will of the Chancellor and light the way to a new path for this nation.
I can understand where he's coming from. Competition does breed innovation. We're gonna have to prove that our way and our will is stronger if we want to do something other than what Gilead is up to.
I promise to give everything I have to find this new path. Not just as a member of Class 7, but on behalf of Thor's Military Academy and all its students and graduates.
You're aware that would include both myself and the Chancellor, yes? But all the same, well said.
So, Erebonia has been plagued by a curse going back to its founding, and that's the reason wild stuff happens every few centuries. Not that Erebonians are inherently evil.
Welcome back.
And bloodthirsty.
I'm not sure what you two spoke about, but I trust it was well worth the time.
It was quite illuminating, as it obviously was going to be. So, when you sit on the throne of Erebonia, you can read every last black record.
Yes, most definitely.
We should probably sit down and read the 6 that we've got currently.
Precisely. There is something in Erebonia. Something which bends people's minds and steers them toward chaos.
Reen.
It's nothing. Major, can I ask you something?
Finished with your chat?
Of course, here he comes.
Your Excellency.
It would appear you want no need to speak with me about something.
Yeah, we got lots of questions for you, Gileath.
I can't take too much time out of my schedule, but I have a room prepared.
That VIP room we passed earlier.
Shall we?
Huh.
Yes, let's go.
Finally, a conversation between these two. Whoa.
Where are you headed, Ash?
I gotta take a piss. Wanna join me?
I think I'll pass. But let me say this. Don't so much as think about sneaking out.
Huh?
I admit it's a bit nerve-wracking, but this truly is a special event. We should all enjoy it together as Class 7.
Who would have guessed the pretty boy was just as big of a nag as that wild filly? Maybe somewhere along the line, I'll let those guys get to me.
Oh, is something the matter, sir?
Found out.
Oh, yeah, I was just on my way back from the bathroom, but I noticed something strange.
Something strange, sir?
Don't attack him.
It's just around the corner here.
Ash, don't! Oh. But he heard everything that Eugen told Reen, but how did Reen...
I believe this will be the first time we've been able to speak one-on-one like this.
How was Reen not able to sense Ash? That's concerning.
Since, of course, that day 14 years ago.
His Majesty told me. General Craig, too.
So I've heard. His Majesty knows the truth of my circumstances, more or less. Craig and Van Dyke, on the other hand, only know the facts that float on the surface. They remain in the dark as to what truly happened to Brigadier General Gileath Osborne.
So tell us.
Then will you tell me? What happened 14 years ago? Why did you leave me? Why did you leave your son? Why did you become a completely different person? You trampled over everything in your way, robbed the people of their pride and independence, and planted the seeds of the Civil War. After what you did to Jirai, you annexed Crossbelt and Northumbria, and now you're planning a war with Calvard. At the same time, you're working with the Black Workshop and trying to bring all the darkest parts of the world toward the surface. What are you... No. Why are you doing this?
It sounds as though you've figured a great many things out on your own.
Yes.
First, allow me to commend you for not being consumed by your false hero's title.
Hold on. We did a lot of stuff to earn that, okay?
Very well. I shall start with your first question. After I lost Kasha, I left you in Ymir, and 3 months later His Majesty bid me investigate the Hamel incident.
So Reen's mother's name was Kasha Schwarzer. Now we know.
Afterward, I went to negotiate with the Queen of Liberl. The Queen agonized over the decision, but I knew she wanted peace as soon as possible. Eventually, she agreed to the terms of the ceasefire.
Oh, that's Hamel. I was completely, I guess 2 completely wrong places. That's Hamel.
The noble officers behind everything, led by Lecter's father, were given the death penalty, and the 4 great houses were put in check, all in a single month. In recognition of my accomplishment, His Majesty appointed me Chancellor. I'm grateful to Teo. He accepted my request not to reveal anything to you. But at the same time, it meant I had to sever my ties to both you and him. As a revolutionary, taking on the 4 great houses, I needed to be on my own. I couldn't have anything holding me back.
Plus, he probably knew about what happened, or because, like Eugen said, it wasn't a secret what happened to Oliver's mom and him. And like, if people knew that he had a weakness out there in a small, undefended part of northern Erebonia, Reen probably, like, their home would have been attacked, dude. Elise might never have even been born. Okay, wait, scratch that last bit, because Elise was already alive at that point, but you guys know what I mean.
So her name was Kasha, the woman who gave birth to me.
Once I became Chancellor, I crushed those who opposed me, expanded our railway network, and garnered even more power. Behind the scenes, I also made deals with Ouroboros and joined forces with the Black Workshop. After the incident in Liberl, I cut ties with the Snakes and robbed them of the Black Workshop's loyalty.
Wow.
Then, 2 years ago, I used Rufus to fell the Noble Alliance from within. And ultimately, I stole Ouroboros' phantasmal blaze plan right out from under them.
This one man, dude, was able to do all of that. You'd think people would stop allying with this guy.
What even is the Phantasmal Blaze plan?
You tell him, Reed. People keep going on about it, but we don't know what it is.
And what are you planning to do with it?
Tell us.
By this point, it's safe to say Ouroboros' goal is no different from their gospel plan in Liberl. The acquisition of Adios' treasures, the Septarian.
So that's Ouroboros' ultimate overarching goal. So that, what was it? That was it's time and space. Mirage is the only one of the 3 higher elements that we haven't seen a Septarion of, and then we haven't seen any Septarions of the 4 regular elements.
In Crossbell, they used the false phantasm to awaken the blaze in Erebonia.
So the Septarion of Fire is in Erebonia, is what I'm getting.
But the prize they seek is more than simply that blaze.
those things?
This dark land once housed 2 treasures.
What the heck was the name of that thing? Oh, I can't remember it right now.
The clash between the 2 of them resulted in the creation of the Great One. All the people, things, and history of Erebonia are inexorably entangled in its blessings and its curse.
So, at times the Great One will be helpful, and at other times the Great One is gonna tell Erebonians to kill?
I'm sure you've been able to deduce that much from certain historical documents you've been reading.
Yeah. I swear we were gonna do it if they gave us the opportunity to walk here, but that's on us for not being more diligent about it.
What are you?
Pardon me, Your Excellency.
Oh, Claire, are they gonna say they caught Ash?
The Emperor is calling for you.
Really now?
Understood. That shall be all for now.
So the Phantasmal Blaze plan this whole time was about using the Septarian of Zero in order to waken the Septarian of, or in order to waken the Blaze, whatever the Blaze is, that probably being the Septarian of Fire in Erebonia.
Wait! We're not done yet! There's so much more I need to ask! How did you survive being shot through the heart?
Yeah? We would like to know.
Are you the same as the Jaeger King, the Steel Maiden, and Siegfried? Or does it have something to do with the scar on my chest and this power I have?
14 years ago, when we were attacked, your heart was punctured by debris.
Oh.
Kasha, your mother, she begged me to save you. So, I made the decision to give my heart to my son.
Huh?
That is the reason Grow Armbrush shot to my chest did not find its mark. I'll leave the rest for you to figure out. It's the same riddle I've given to the Ironbloods. Major, escort him back to the venue. Our gallant hero seems a bit disoriented at the moment.
What? Reens? But Ash! It's a good look, but Ash!
Resin gun that fires gunpowder bullets can't be found by metal detectors.
What are you doing, dude?
Everything falling into place like this is way too convenient. I don't like it. Well, I guess beggars can't be choosers.
But, like, won't the other waitstaff realize that you're some... Oh, whatever. It's not like I know every single person who works at my place of business, so maybe it's the same thing. Yeah, see? But that just... Okay. We learned some things. I will say it wasn't... It was elucidating. But Reen's got Gileath's heart. So does that mean he's mixed with whatever Gileath is? Does Gileath maybe have an artificial heart courtesy of the Black Workshop? Because he definitely bled when he got shot, but I guess he still has blood.
I know His Excellency isn't a normal person.
Yeah, now we know that for sure.
But I believe somewhere deep down he still cares for you.
He did give Reen his heart, so...
Huh?
Myself, Lecter, Milliam, likely even Rufus as well. His Excellency has personally lent his help to each of us. It's possible he thought of us as a replacement for you.
Thank you. I'll try to sort through all this, somehow.
We need to read those black records, even though it seems like they just got pretty nicely summarized for us.
Rain!
Dude, we got information. We got more knowledge we need to drop.
Instructor Rain!
I heard His Majesty called you in to speak with him?
Chancellor Osborne as well.
You spoke with both of them?
You're looking a little bit green around the gills there.
She's right. What happened?
I can't talk about it just yet.
Reen is a really strong person, but nobody's that strong.
All I can say is that nothing is over yet, and something's about to begin. Once this party's over, can we all get together and talk?
Head over to that Bracer Guild.
Yes, of course. I think I can better explain what's going on behind the scenes now.
So their talk was fruitful, it seems, as well.
If time permits, I'll tell you all about my circumstances too.
Finally, Guy is holding out on the good stuff.
We can come too, right?
They're like, this seems interesting.
Yeah, we're all in the same boat at this point.
You too, Joa. Of course. I'll be there.
Where's Ash?
Of course.
Huh?
Very conspicuously absent, but Ash is probably gonna try to crow it up.
I don't see him anywhere nearby.
Wasn't he talking with you earlier, Kurt?
Yes, he said he needed to use the restroom, though that was some time ago.
Is it happening?
Lecter.
Lecter! Claire!
Of course, like I said, something was gonna go down, dude.
So that's how the Orphan of Hommel's gonna be used, huh?
Wait, I thought Ash was some kind of agent of Lecter's.
Claire! Milliam! With me!
Okay, so is he Calvart? Well, something. I don't know.
Let's follow them.
Oh, where is everyone headed?
We're gonna stop Ash from doing something.
Did something happen?
It's about to.
Please wait here. I'll go ask.
Rufus.
He certainly doesn't change.
But that's what makes him him.
Are they talking about Lecter or Cedric? And why is... Or are they talking about Lecter or Ash? And why is Cedric talking like they're old buddies?
He's a warrior with an iron will, ready to put his life on the line.
It's like they already know Ash.
It's comforting to know such a person is our leader.
Or are they talking about Gilead?
Well. It would appear you're already fitting in as a member of the group.
So Cedric was made an Iron Blood. Well, no wonder he started taking after Gilead. Earlier.
I plan to make this announcement during the summer festival.
Wait, so Osborne never died then? He just played possum for the rabble. Kind of different circumstances for Crow. And I assume the Lance Maiden and the Jaeger King too. So it couldn't have been the same thing for them. More questions, obviously.
I can't imagine it will be easy. But knowing you, You're already well prepared.
You're too kind.
Well. Ash got that A+ training straight from the Ashen Chevalier.
Pardon the intrusion.
You are...
Maybe is Ash's eye from his mother or something then? Same thing with Gileath and Reen. Mixed now, demon. Maybe the act of giving someone a body part of yours has special rules in this universe?
Ash Carbide of Thor's Branch Campus, Class 7.
His real mom, his Hommel mom.
The third survivor of Hommel. What have you come here for?
Hommel. So it comes back to that yet again.
Him and Joshy boy are gonna have a lot to talk about.
My left eye's aching real bad. Been that way since I was a kid. That scene is burned into it. Even years later, when I was taking care of my mom, I kept hearing the voice. Kill the vile one. Kill the vile one.
Ash hears voices?
The Jaegers that attacked the town were slaughtered. You executed all the masterminds. Hommel's name was wiped off the map. You're the one who let this happen, Emperor. Maybe the Queen of Liberl is just as guilty for keeping quiet.
What is this? A rendition of Golden Will, Silver Wings, I think?
Or maybe the other two, for running away and leaving me for dead.
So he's talking about Joshua and Luve.
Or even that scarecrow guy, the son of the mastermind. Hey, tell me. Who do I gotta kill to get rid of all this pain?
What is going on with him?
The curse.
So, Ash is currently being afflicted by that curse of Erebonia?
Yes. This is the sacrifice from the prophecy.
Ash was mentioned in the prophecy of the Black Records?
It is only fitting it be me.
Or maybe Ash is the one who's going to get the sacrifice.
But don't aim for my heart. That won't do you any good. Aim here. It would be your best chance of killing me, if there is any chance at all.
Jeez, dude. Gileath is like, my plans, dude. You can try killing me, but I'm just gonna come back. Can't use that. That's way too spoilery to use as a thumbnail, unfortunately. Ash with his eye like that.
Ash, was it? It won't work on him.
Do not kill Eugens, Ash. There is no coming back from that.
He's no human. I have my doubts he's even capable of dying.
Your Majesty.
I don't want this young man's actions to be wasted.
Dude!
Ash, I am the one responsible for Hommel. Let your years of suffering end with me.
Why the hell would you...
Offer to die?
Yeah!
I'm sure we got there in time to deflect that.
What?
He killed him!
Damn it! He needs medical attention!
Luxonis medicurium! Father! The princess! wrong, Your Highness?
Get the medics! He's lost too much blood! Be careful moving him!
Dude.
Is he the one responsible?
Yes. Unfortunately.
I thought we'd captured all the Calvardian agents. Is there a chance he was one of them?
Well?
A Verne Company gun made with resin parts. It would not have been found by a metal detector. Unfortunately. I cannot deny the possibility.
Whoa. That was abrupt. But even they don't know. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3, Chapter 4, Radiant Heimdall, and I'm just not sure. We know a little bit more, but we still don't know what Ash's deal really is. Not like we know Musei's deal. Okay, obviously I'm going to call it a part here, but definitely join me next time for more of the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Bye for now, guys.